with who you are, and this is for everybody that's listening right now, you have a lot of flexibility as to where you want to go with what you've been given. Your your genetic, makeup is not a determining factor of really where you want to go. You know what I mean? And this includes even like, okay, even like looks or fitness. Like, yeah, some people are more genetically gifted physically than others, but that doesn't matter. There's a certain level you can get to that'll still put you in the top 10% of guys, most likely, for most people who don't have the genetic gifts. You know what I mean? Like you can still, like, somebody who's an ugly dude can make himself look pretty damn good actually, and
Yeah.
then make the other things in his, that he brings to the table much higher, and then women love that guy. You know what I mean? And
It
so
frustrates me because I'm going to do a show later this week on, it's going to actually be a show called Deep Japanese Seduction. It's about these guys who work in these host clubs here in Japan, and
yeah.
how they just get into these girls' minds and fleece them. Like this was 2000. It was a documentary filmed in 2006.
Mm.
And in 2006, these guys are consistently pulling in $50,000 a month, just like working in like a bar that's catered to targeting a certain type of woman. And then it just like the game that they run on these girls, it's dark. But it's unbelievable to see like how across the globe, like women are like universally the same.
Yeah.
Like they're the same components.
Right.
And I just think one thing that really upsets me is like how obsessed guys are with their looks, like the whole
Mhm.
looks maxing thing, or these guys are like, I just need status, so you look good on Instagram and you have fake followers, you have status, whatever, we're creating an army of like these Instagram alphas who, once there's a
Yeah.
conflict in the relationship, they immediately fold, they immediately roll over and show their belly. You know what I
Right.
mean? They don't have that core inner strength that you really need to be a man and lead and guide a woman. I don't think guys realize how much that if they want to be in a relationship with a woman, you have to lead her or guide her, or she's not going to feel safe and secure with you. If you're constantly like letting her, deferring to her and letting her, make all the choices, she's not going to like you as much as she can. Like you have to understand, if you want a relationship as a man with a woman, you have to start becoming competent in leadership. There's no negotiation with that. Would you agree, or what would you say?
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, they're designed to follow a dominant man in their life. I mean, it's just that's part of that design. Now, the social conditioning is saying other things, but the social condition, you can't socially condition out some of those parts that are in our mammalian brain, in our hard drive. She has in her hard drive, even the most dominant, boss woman out there or whatever, has it in her hard drive to fall for and be a little girl when that alpha guy is leading her. And I know because I used to do it and still do it. I do it with my girlfriend now, but you do it all the time. And it didn't matter the girl's avatar. Now, for a long-term relationship success, it starts to matter a little bit more. But, in terms of like her reactions in a moment, like, no, like she's reacting to dominant guy like a feminine girl. And some of them don't know how, like they haven't done that in so long and are so uncomfortable with that they might even do it awkwardly, or it brings up conflict, it brings up issues for them, because they're like, wow, I just want to say yes, sir, and do what this guy is telling me to do. And that makes me feel bad about myself because, feminism taught me that if I listen to a man, I don't have any value. And they can create, Western women can have this conflict, but doesn't stop the reaction. It doesn't stop that mammalian brain to go, follow a guy who's leading and leading properly. She's just what she wants. You know what I mean? And ultimately, they're all looking for that. If you look at the stuff that they read for romance type novels down to, I mean, the 50 Shades of Grey is out of date now, but it was a really good example because women were starving for a guy that has value and tells them what to do. And it's like, that's their little secret, their secret little porn, girl porn that they're reading, right? Is just some dude who's has some value telling some girl what to do, what to wear, where she's going to go, you know what I mean? Leading sexually, all those things, And this is why girls go for toxic relationships and a-holes because they don't know what leadership looks like. And then the a-hole comes along and he's an a-hole and doesn't respect her and is dominant, but that, you know, that turns her on because she's starving for that man to lead her. And when an asshole comes in, she's like, oh, my nether regions are feeling a certain way. I didn't feel that way about the nice guy I was dating earlier. You know, the guy that did whatever I said, I don't feel this way, but this guy who's actually a jerk and maybe in and out of jail is making me feel some type of way, you know, and that's what they go for it. And I'm not saying to be that guy, obviously, but that's how much women are starving for that guy. And I think that's, you know, some cultures are better at not squashing masculinity than others, but it's kind of a universal thing now. You know, it's with the internet. You know what I mean? Guys are becoming, even in those places of the world, becoming less and less dominant, less and less masculine, less and less good leadership qualities, and women are like dying. Yeah. Just kind of just like, help me, you know? And this is why, like, people get mad. They look at me, 46-year-old guy, you know, who's, you know, not this young guy, whatever. I'm not a Calvin Klein model. And I come in and I get a hot girlfriend. I get a hot girl that's, you know, in her 20s and looks gorgeous and used to, you know, and it's like, that's my track record for a while. Guys, people would get mad about that because it's just like, well, why would this young girl, why would this girl in her mid-20s who has all of these options, why would she go for like this guy who's 20 years older? Well, I'll tell you why. She'll tell you why. Because guys are so weak out there. It's like, it's almost impossible for her to find that guy who can lead and handle her the right way. You know what I'm saying? And so like, that's what it is. And so like, it doesn't matter your age as a guy, if you're 25 or, you know, 55, if you start learning how to be your masculine version of you, you know, what's this thing say here?
This guy's talking shit. It's okay. It's this guy. That's hilarious. You know? He's on our side. Don't worry. But yeah, you know, and I just think like the biggest struggle here's I'm gonna just talk to you. So obviously I'm trying to figure out with like the channel, right? I'm kind of like, okay, does my message suck? Am I shadow banned? Do guys just not give a shit, right? But then I was watching Brandon Carter the other day, right? And like, if I get to hang out or listen to Brandon, like for me, it is just like the most edifying experience. He has 1 million subscribers on his channel. His Victory Talk show is doing 100 to 50 to 200, give or take. And I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm wondering, like, maybe just people just don't actually want to try. Maybe people just are getting blackpilled and giving up. I just truly, I am at a loss for words. But you know, like when I do like, you know, some kind of drama stream where I'm talking about somebody or whatever, like, you know,
right, that gets all the hits, right? 300,
400 live stream viewers. So it's like, where are we in this space? Like in the current culture? Because I do think we're making progress with the culture war. There's no doubt about that. We are absolutely changing America, changing the world. Like women are literally getting back into the kitchen. Like the trad wife meme, the trad wife trend. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, but I just think like, if there really is this few amount of guys who are actually willing to do the work, then it just like, there's just so much more out there for you. Like for me, if I wanted to, I could have dates 7 days a week, but I don't want to do that shit. I am fucking sick of
sure.
To a degree, you know what I mean?
Sure, right.
Because you've mastered it, you've moved on. It is like no longer mentally stimulating. It is no longer entertaining, right?
Right.
And so I'm just looking at this whole space and just kind of like trying to figure out where we are. But like, you know, these levels of mastery are achievable. I just want to make that very abundantly clear to you guys. But there is work required. You have to do work. You cannot go around it. Like it's the same way. If you want to go to the gym, you're not going to do 10 sets and have a fucking amazing chest, you're going to need to do 10,000 sets to get that nice chest
Over time, right?
over time. You know what I mean? So,
Not on Monday, but you could try though.